Hey guys, Mike with Cardboard Kingdom. Wanted to do a quick video and discuss some weird market trends and just general thoughts about Chapter 1 sealed Lorcana product. Um, this is coming off the back of a conversation I had with a gentleman who was inquiring about some of my Chapter 1 enchanteds and them being first print or not. Um, some of my tins that I bought rather than I graded myself are have a low serial number and so or a certification number, and so he was certain that they were first print, and he was kind of willing to pay a premium, and that kind of got me thinking about I just wanted to get his thoughts, and he more or less said that he values that set more, and I think that and this is my opinion, but I think that that's a common trend that I'm seeing in the market, and I think that it's completely wrong and making a distinction between Chapter One first print and the second print that happened a couple months later is just completely invalid. So the reason, why I think that is because the cards are exactly the same. So I feel like some people are trying to get a premium on this first print. So it was printed in August of 2023 or June of 23 or whenever the first print happened, versus a set that was printed in January of 2024, right? So maybe there's a 2 month gap, maybe there's a 4 month gap, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. And the reason why it doesn't matter is because the cards are the exact same. There's no difference in foil. There's no difference in material. I have enchanteds that are almost certainly first print based on when they were graded and their serial number. I have enchanteds from the first chapter that are definitely second print that I pulled myself and got graded. The cards are no different at all. Sure, a card here or there throughout the booster box might be different. You might get your errata errors. You might get some various different, just you might have a couple cards here and there that stand out that are different. But in principle and by and large, they did nothing different. And so there really is no premium, maybe like a small, like 5% premium or something for having the earliest version. Like, I get that from a collector standpoint. But the thing that, like, I feel like people are trying to correlate is like if you have um, I guess there was like a blue bottom one piece set that was like data that proved that it was kind of had earlier provenance or something like that. Look at Pokemon, you have the first edition booster box, but those cards, in at least in Pokemon's case, were different. They had the first edition stamp, and then they had the shadowless cards, and then they went into the regular unlimited. And so there's provenance to having the first set there because they're different. The cards are altered. There's something that show what happened. With Lorcana, the cards are the exact same. So it doesn't matter if you have a box from January 2024 or a box from August 2023. The cards inside are the exact same. So I feel like there's people who are getting a premium and trying to get a premium on these products. And for anyone that I can, you know, I guess push the opposite way of just getting a regular sealed case. If you are on the market for a Chapter One sealed Lorcana box, there in my opinion there is zero premium inside a 2023 August box versus a January 2024 box. Cool, they were printed a couple months earlier. You'll get some possible errata errors, which I'm a fan of. I love a good error, but there's no the Elsa in that pool versus the or in that box versus the Elsa in a 2024 box are the exact same. There's no price difference, and the reason how you know that is because the grading companies don't acknowledge it. And so whether you could send in 40 Elsas right now, 20 from August, 20 from January, there's no difference in the grade in terms of a qualifier or any sort of identification. And so the materials inside the box are the same value, and so therefore if you want to pay a small premium to get the first, run whatever, okay, that's fine. But to pay any exorbitant double, triple prices to get that yellow sticker on your sealed case is that it's idiotic to me. Now, where this could change is if, God forbid, somehow PSA starts putting an identifier on the first run, kind of like Pokemon had the first edition, but that's never going to happen. The cards are identical, and there's no, as of right now, identifiable difference between the two runs. So, wanted to get in some prices and some eBay listings that I feel like are just complete BS. But with that being said, you can see on TCG Player, there's kind of a pretty strong market price of anywhere between 1,000 to 1,100. There's sales pretty much consistently daily that have happened at that mark, anywhere between 1,000 to 1,100, dating back to 999. They're on the 11th of March. Looks like several were bought up. I got mine a lot cheaper than this. I got very lucky, but that's beside the point. But in general, $1,000 floor, and then the average listing is 1,200, market price of 1,050. But that's obviously a little bit out of date considering all of the boxes have sold above that, and I guess it's just getting off the one listing there. But the average price is around 1,200, which is probably more in line with where this box is trending. Now, quick off tangent unrelated to this specific conversation, I do hope that they reprint this and reprint Floodborn, reprint Inklands. Not those don't need it as much. Inklands still has stuff in stock, so that's kind of irrelevant. But I really want to see Disney Lorcana succeed, and although I have a significant position in Chapter 1, I think that the more availability for these cards, I mean, it's so new. We're still in the first year. People need to be able to get these cards, and they $12 for a sleeved blister of Chapter 1 isn't good for the just growth of the game. So I do hope they reprint it. I've heard mixed statements, and it's kind of, they definitely haven't said they're not. And as someone who it would definitely hurt my, I would have a lot of paper losses if it was reprinted. I am all for it. So hopefully Ravensburger figures out a way to get that back into the print rotation. They have very lofty goals of rolling out new sets, and so who knows? I'm very excited for Chapter 4. I think that set's going to be awesome. I'm going to pre-order a lot of it and open a lot of it. So I'm very excited for that. But back to the regular scheduled rant here. So first edition boxes on TCG Player, you don't distinguish there between first run or second run. It's just, you pay the price and you get what you get, and the average price is around 1,000 to 1,100. So that's kind of the market on TCG Player. Now, if we hop over to eBay and check our sold, oh man, I messed up my search. Here, let's identify sold really quick. You'll see that, so keep in mind, remember, we're at around $1,000, let's say, for Chapter 1 booster boxes on TCG Player. You hop over to eBay and you start seeing these first print cases. September 1st, it's dated. First print. Now, we don't know what it sold at, but we know that it was a bit, an offer was accepted. It was listed at 2,900. So who knows? Maybe it was sold for 1,000 or 1,200, right? Or so in a reasonable price range. But the fact that these are listed so high, you feel like they're getting some sort of close, like 1,500 plus would kind of put the range that I would guess that they sold at. I could be wrong there, but you'll see a lot of them, best offer accepted, best offer accepted, best offer accepted. And then we had one for March 1st that sold at $3,000. So this person, he or she, Dope Gravity, they could have gotten 3 more boxes, or that's the seller. But they sold 2. Wow. So they sold, man, I feel bad for whoever bought these boxes. But someone paid $6,000 in cases when they could have literally 6x their position if they just went to TCG Player and bought them there and got second run that has the exact same cards. 0 difference inside. They could have gotten in a position where I guess they would have 3x their position with the same amount of spend. So, I hate seeing stuff like this, and so I wanted to make a video about it. Now, look, if you want to have that yellow sticker and it's worth 3x the price, even though the asset inside is the exact same, look, I'll go for it. That's fine. I just don't want people to get fooled who might be coming from other trading card games who are used to like a first edition, right? In Pokemon, all you hear about is first edition base set, first edition Charizard, these first edition cards. That's what holds the premium in Pokemon. But there is a distinguisher there. First print in Lorcana means nothing because the cards are the same. The cards inside the August 2023 box are the same that are inside the January 2024 box. So that first print moniker means nothing. once again, you want to put a small premium on it, go for it, but do not spend $3,000 on a booster box that's the same that you could get three of them for the same price. It drives me insane. I don't understand it. And then this particular listing, this gentleman, I've heard of him in videos. I know nothing about him. I've heard not good things. But for example, here's a first print booster box listed for $3,000, and I just like to point out that this box is beat to shit. The stickers are like falling off. You got random stickers coming up over here. The box is indented. You see it there. Like, if you're gonna be buying like a case like this, like, get one that looks nice. Like, this thing is beat to shit, and you're paying $3,000 or best offer for something that's no different than the second run. So that's kind of what I wanted to get that off my chest. I've been seeing these sales, and there's a ton at auction right now. I think there's one consignment service that has like 4 or 5 of them listed. I think a reasonable price might be like 1,200, 1,300. Like, a small premium for the yellow sticker. Okay, I'm for it. I would pay that price. I would be happy with that. You get the little yellow sticker premium. Obviously the assets inside are the same, but you get, you can say you had the first print, first run. But please, 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 please do not pay $3,000 to the Pokaju, because he's got a first print booster box case that's beat to shit with a yellow sticker on it. Let's avoid doing that. Yeah, that's all I got. There's been some interesting sales. On eBay, you can get boxes a lot cheaper too. Not a lot cheaper. Like, these are 821, like 821. But I think after like the conversion and the shipping, it ended up being like 950 or something. So you can definitely get some cheaper prices on eBay, right, if you catch an auction on a good day. But overall, that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys. So, first video doing something like this. Hopefully it wasn't too bad, too rambly, but I just wanted to kind of get that off my chest as I see these people paying $3,000 for something they could pay $1,000 for, and 3x their position. So, thank you very much, guys. Let me know what you think of the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.